You guys, this is not shown in the video. I ended up going to the restroom because I had to go pee, and then I went back to go film some vertical 9x16 videos for TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. I found a plant on clearance that was on markdown. It was hidden. It's the silver band maranta. Putting that out there right now because it's still right there. I didn't took it, and I explained it why on the vertical videos, which I might post on YouTube as well, like as YouTube shorts, but that shocked me. I would have taken it regardless if I didn't had it, but I already have mine. And if you don't know what a silver band maranta is, it's this beautiful maranta. It has the most gorgeous foliage and it's a must in someone's collection. You might think it's a finicky plant, but it really isn't. It's not as finicky as other ones, but it's a really, really nice one. And it was for 50% off. I'm sorry. It's really late. My brain is fried. But hi, if you're new, welcome. My name is David. I do a lot of plenty videos here, so I hope you enjoy this one. I try to share a lot of the new plants that are out there as well, new planters, and any good deals that these big box stores are pushing out. And I found some goodies as well, some new planters and new plants as well. So I hope you guys enjoy today's new plant shopping video. As well, at the end, we're going to be doing a propagation section, something like that. So I have a plant that I want to propagate and reuse some containers that I had, and just to have some fun time. But yeah, I'll add what you guys will see at the end. I might add some chapters. Or not, just depending. But I hope you guys enjoy this new planting video. It was a really, really fun day. To be really honest, I first did the propagations and then I went plant shopping because of traffic, but everything was buttery smooth and it was a really, really nice experience. I don't know if it's the Christmas trees in the background or the Christmas music in the background as well. It's just such a fun time, and during this time, I really, really do crave some greenery and deals and finding new plants. These big box stores, it's a cherry on top. So hope you guys enjoy. Let's get straight into it. Alrighty, so sorry. It's just such a pretty philodendron, you guys. I'm like so obsessed with it. Look how pretty it is. I think people say it's a silver strip, but I think it's a cream splash. Because the silver strip doesn't have that light green variegation in the middle. The cream splash does, and it gets more splashy the more light you give it. Like the inner variegation gets more whiter. I have to go back to my collection and then also go back online to like double check which is which, but even then the coloring is so beautiful and it's only $17. I love these planters from Life Trends. I like how festive they get. Like, look at this one. This is a beautiful red maranta. Beautiful ceramic with the little snowflakes. They're so cute. Such a beautiful, healthy red maranta. Why can't mine just get like this one, you know? Wow. I love the red veins. Super beautiful. And then of course the beautiful golden pothos, such a classic. Beautiful. But they have so many of this one. We're gonna say cream splash because everybody's saying, silver streak or stripe. I don't know why you say streak. See? That's really pretty inner irrigation. The little red beads. And then these little terrariums, $20 with a little ball on top. There's air plants inside. These are so pretty. These are $18. Beautiful Dracaenas. So pretty. And then these little bowls, $16. Oh, they got a variegated ring of fire. Look at this one. It's so cute. It's so cute. There's a lot of the urban jungles. Beautiful ficus, Drancina, 25. Beautiful cash pot. Oh, look at this crocodile bird's nest fern. It's a really, really nice one. $20. Pretty Drancina. Here's another crocodile. You can see why they call it crocodile. Beautiful Calatheas. Look at this pretty one. Oh, this is a new planter. 25. It has beads around it. Beads. It's nice. An Anthurian Super Bomb. These leaves get massive, y'all. I have one at the kitchen and it grows pretty slow. Like, I get a leaf once a month, but they just get larger and larger, and these bumps get so defined. It's really, really, really pretty. Here's a Scandapsis. $24 on this cash pot, which doesn't have a hole in the bottom, which makes it really easy to water. It's gonna be really careful when you water them. You don't want to overwater, right? But makes it really easy to hang your plants. Really good length. And it has a gorgeous macrame hanger. So this is an awesome, awesome deal. And then the golden pothos is really nice as well. They got some of these awesome looking asparagus ferns, but for some reason it never focuses on the little hairs. They're just so fine. $15. Really nice. This would be a really, really cute gift for Christmas, I think so. Even though it might go downhill because it requires some humidity. It's like a bouquet of flowers. Just to get in the season, it's so, so pretty. Very, I think it just gives off like Christmas from the pine trees. Beautiful pearls and jade, one of my favorites. This is such an easy one. I'm pretty sure some of you guys have a massive, massive basket. Mine's getting there, it's getting nice and big. So really, really happy with its progress. And then of course the Brasil is such a classic. Oh. Look how beautiful it is. I saw someone's video, she was saying like she had a Brasil and she just wasn't falling in love with it, which happens, and she ended up giving it away. And then she saw another one at someone's video, and she was like, oh my gosh, I need it. So she ended up going to the store trying to find one, and I'm guessing just had more variegation. So what I'm trying to say is some people really do, even though they're like the same species, some look better than others, you know? Some have better variegation, or some just don't want too much going on. They just want like really cute lines like this one, which is kind of cute. I'm more into the louder variegation. Like this leaf is gorgeous. My favorite color is green, and it's literally green and green. Beautiful. I'm pretty good at display. I'm pretty surprised they look really nice and healthy. Here is a Scandapsis. I love these square planters. $15. I see a kangaroo fern. Really, really, really nice. Those are 20 bucks. I think this is called an ant plant. I'm pretty sure. Looks pretty thirsty. And then a Drancina, an awesome alocasia. I see so many people finding variegated alocasias, and I'm like, when am I gonna find? Ooh, I've been wanting a little fireplace for the backyard. It's still kind of hot, but over time, all the Christmas stuff is super duper cute. Look at these little allocations. This thing, I think, y'all, these are really, really awesome for like if you want some greenery inside, but you don't want too much maintenance. Santiverias, even though people say they're not really beginner plants, neglect them. Don't do too much. Don't do too much. Same with these ZZs. They're really awesome for beginners. Just don't do too much. Like if you want to do a lot, get a Phytonia, because they're not that finicky, but they do need water. And it will literally tell you like this is the Phytonia. So it just depends on the beginner if they want to give it a lot of love or they just want to have some life inside, but they don't want too much, you know, maintenance, right? This is awesome for somebody that wants to have a plant inside as a beginner and they're getting into plants and they're going to be on it, right? Phytonias are awesome, and peace of leaves, because they communicate with you. When they are thirsty, they will droop their leaves, which is, I think, is really, really awesome for beginners. I think that's really underrated, depending on how they care or what they can offer in the time. This is a really nice bird's nest fern. These are $16. I really, really love Costa Farm for doing this. I don't know what's going on. It used to be, and I was so obsessed with Urban Jungles, and I still am, / Life Trends, because their sister companies are like the same, right? One is more bougie and expensive, and the other one's more boho, comfort, cozy, cute vibes, and more affordable, which is more of my style. But now I am seeing Costa Farm offering really premium-ish planters, and then also affordable planters for like $16. Now I'm seeing this one. It's like they're experimenting what does good. Which, by the way, these plants look awesome. This is a platinum scindapsus, I'm pretty sure. Bird's nest fern and a beautiful Monstera Peru. One of my favorites. I only have the variegated one, and it's doing a-okay, which I got on Etsy, by the way. You're not gonna find it on the big box stores yet. I really do hope so. They will offer it, but I highly doubt it, especially since it's variegated. But Monstera Perus in general are so beautiful. I love, love, love their foliage. I like it when foliage is like very bumpy, like very textured. It makes it more fun to look at, and it just pops. But these are $25, as you can see. Really nice. And then these are $16. Nice, nice, nice. These are like basic little stripes. But it has more of a premium plant. This is more of a common plant, and this is $18. Really, really nice. I love that. And then I am seeing their planters changing now, so that's really nice. This is a new one. It looks, I don't know, I like it, but I really, really, really wish they did it with the new plants they were offering. I mean, these are new plants. These are the champs. They have like these little slits on the back. And then this is an albo epiperium. And this is an awesome one. These are really, really beautiful. They're stunning. One looks kind of funky and crazy looking, and the other one is just more nicer looking. This one isn't really that variegated, but they can be. But I really did wish they ended up adding some newer ones, some new variety of plants, because these plants are really, really awesome. And they were hyping it up. They should have done it with a new release on a plant. That would have been like a massive impact. But they're on the right track, you know, giving us a variety. Because a lot of us already have these plants. Even when they're brand new, a lot of us already place to order online. And it kind of like doesn't spark that excitement inside when you go plant shopping. And I go plant shopping, but I also do window shopping. So I don't have the intention of buying a plant. But if I see a good deal or something that I love, I would go ahead and get it. But I just love going to the big box stores and finding what's new. And also being surrounded by beautiful, beautiful plants. It's very therapeutic for me. But look at this beautiful Moonshine Sansevieria. This is my favorite color. Just honestly, any shade of green is really, really pretty. These are $16. And these Moonshines are really nice, and they're so massive. And they're not even that bad. This one's pretty big too. Again, I love the color palette. I like these white ones too. Is this white or green? Girl, I'm blind. Hold on. They're kind of different, right? Hold on. I'm not tripping out, right? They're different. This is like a lighter, brighter green. This is like a more darker gray green. I don't know. Maybe I'm just seeing things, but it's pretty cool. Oh, look, here's another crocodile. Bird's nest fern. These are so fun. I'm cursed with these because I have one at home. It's surviving. They always usually die, but yeah, it's a bummer. And every time I see them at the stores, it looks so pretty. And I'm just like, when is mine gonna be pretty like that? I mean, I'm doing everything that I can, but there's only so much you can do. Here's a pretty Calathea, a Chinese evergreen, Silver Bay. Look at this money tree, $14. I love these planters. These are so cute. And this stick trunk is adorable. And look how compact and full this is. This is a good deal. I already have my money tree and I got it on clearance. So like, I'm really attached to it because I'm bringing it back to life, to making it thrive. But this is so pretty. And if I take it home, it's like I'm cheating to it. Like, I'm really committed with the one that I have. But that's a really, really nice one. Okay, I'm just taking my time per aisle. Here's a beautiful Vanda orchid. These are so awesome. It's like $37. I love these really cool aerial roots. And then here's a gorgeous lemon lime philodendron. It's funny because I've been looking for one for the longest time. And I just saw one and I was like, okay, that's fine. So I ended up adopting it. And now I see these all over the place. But these are so beautiful. It's a beautiful heart shape and it's very, very bright, like a neon pothos, but it's a philodendron. I love the heart, but a neon pothos is always, always better. They don't get leggy and smaller as easily as a philodendron, but there's something so beautiful and adorable about a philodendron, I think so. And these lemon limes, as well as the neon pothos, they do these little reverting things, which is really, really pretty, but it's not stable. It doesn't. Let's see, look at that. Somebody please, that would be so pretty. That would be so pretty. Cute little ficus. Very messy though. Little smaller plants. See, this is a neon pothos. People tell me, how do you know the difference? So pothos has a teardrop. You can see you can see a heartbeat. You mainly see a teardrop. And then the lemon lime has more of a cuter heart. Like over here, the bottom part, it's a heart. The philodendrons and the pothos are a teardrop. See? Really, really cute. But both of them are awesome. Scindapsus, red maranta. Okay. What else? What else? What else? What else? These begonias are fun. I think so. This should just offer more. Proven awareness is killing it with the small planters. And I'm seeing more newer varieties being pushed out, which is making it really, really fun to go to Home Depot. And these are the new life trend. They always have like seasonal stuff. So this is like the Christmas stuff. The little polar bears, super duper cutesy. And the little penguins, oh my goodness. And they're different. That's adorable. Oh my goodness, you gotta take like 2 home, right, to match it. So they're not alone. I like that's really, really cute. Okay, these are awesome. I'm waiting for my hubby to buy me one, girl, because like, what the hell? Aurelius, I love the glitter. Have you guys got one already? I used to have one and it lasted 2 years, you guys. And then it died on me. I ended up neglecting it. I know. Super, super sad about it. It was my biggest flex. I was like, oh my gosh, I made it come back. And then it was a 3rd year and then it just died. Oh, they're only 15 bucks. This is more like a gift to give to your mom, to a loved one, or to your partner, or to yourself, right? But I'm gonna let my hubby have a chance to get this for me. I love the glitter. So these are, I used to try these a lot. Never again. These actually do suffocate it. If you want a natural, cheaper, yeah, cheaper. Are they really $10? Use neem oil, girl. It helps to prevent, not get rid of pests like spider mites and mealybugs, and it gives a beautiful shine. The smell does linger, but it goes away, and the neem oil stays for a very, very long time. This is a pretty Johnsina. $23. Look how big it is. It has 2 plants right. Oh, that's nice. Oh, very green, very cutesy. And then here is a Dieffenbachia. Also for $23. Oh, look at that leaf. I already got mine. Literally at this exact location. I'm seeing so many moonshines. If you've been wanting a moonshine, girl, this location is killing it. And they have cheaper ones too. This has 2. Okay, the other ones with the ceramics only have 1. But these are $16 and they come with 2, so they're $8 each. So you can share one with a friend. And repotting these or dividing them, Centivarias are not so finicky. They're not gonna give you a lot of trouble. They don't really mind. These are really, really cute. These pinstripes, I think so. Calatheas, $16. These are super nice. But I would never buy this. They get spider mites so easily. But gosh, are they pretty? Like, look at that. And I think they get spider mites pretty easily whenever they get stressed out. And it's really easy to stress them out. If they're not getting enough water or if the air is too dry. But if they're happy, they do super nice inside. I think so. I really think so. Some more goodies. I'm only poking my nose in places that I like. I'm not gonna go through everything, but here are some really cute little money trees. These are so adorable. $10, and they're super duper braided. Again, another really cute gift, y'all. It's the time of giving, from Thanksgiving and Christmas. These are really, really cute gifts. I think these are awesome to like give to a teacher or somebody that works at an office. Wouldn't that be fun to do a video about that? Doing like a plant shopping about like gift ideas and like what kind of person I'll give this to. In my opinion, I think so. Like, you know, because everybody's different, but like I can say it in my perspective. And then obviously you can like flip it and like turn it how it fits you with the people that you know. Or I don't know, you know what I mean, girl. Because I don't have any office friends, but if I did, I'm guessing a money tree would be awesome. I've heard these don't mind fluorescent. Those lights, those are not grow lights, but I've heard that if they're super close to the plant, like in an office, they will be fine. Or they will stay alive for a very, very long time. They will not thrive, but they will stay alive. Okay, there's a lot of stuff over here. So there's Scindapsus, Moonlight Tribii. This looks like a global green, or it's a lemon meringue. And then there's a golden crocodile. Silver streak Pothos. This one it was so awesome, and then it just died down, which is kind of funny. I think it's really cool. I love, love, love. And out of all the names from Costa Farm, this one is so awesome because like it's so accurate. Silver stripe or strike or stripe. Okay, it says golden pothos in it. It's not a golden pothos, but the gray is just so cool. And then here's a Baltic blue. Look at that. I was bashing Costa Farm with all the planters, but they really do give us a lot of varieties, I think so. Like we have a lot of houseplant varieties. Here is a ficus. Not looking the best, but she's there. You know, you can probably ask for a clearance. See what I'm talking about? Oh, I remember the first time I saw that, I thought I was slick and I was gonna go ahead and propagate it. It just became into a lemon lime. But people were so nice. They were like, yeah, it could probably happen. These are so pretty. You see how they glow? You can literally put like anything red. So here's another leaf. And it's gonna give off Christmas. It kind of has the same color. See, here's another one. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It gives off the color of the grapes, I think so. Which I think is really, really fun. Oh no. Poor little baby. Here's a Ficus Cheverana. And then, oh, this is fun. These are peace lilies, by the way. There's a lot of different kinds, but this is a common kind that you'll find. $16. They get droopy when they're thirsty, and these bloom really easily. Look at these little flowers. But the pollen is very, very toxic. I think so. I think it's toxic. It's toxic for pets, and not really good for small kids, right? Like babies. And these drop a lot of pollen really, really easily. I don't know if I can make it do it, but when the flowers are fresh, they drop pollen like a lot. These are nice. What is this? Prince of Orange. $16. That's not bad. I already got mine from Urban Jungle, but these are really good. These are pretty good size. Golden Pothos, and then we have some beautiful peacock calatheas. Look at these baby monsteras. Oh, look, this one is already starting to fenestrate. Congratulations. This is a really pretty planter. Again, this is an awesome to give as a gift. Even though monsteras are really common, I think these are so adorable and the planters are really cute. I would not be mad, you know, getting this as a gift. It is so adorable. Like, you can never be mad with a monstera. It can stack up pretty quickly, but they're just so cute. Here's a peacock Calathea. So many new leaves. Really, really healthy. Beautiful planter. Look, here's this one. So, y'all let me know what you think. I've been getting a little bit messy. I really think this is a silver splash. Coastal Farm is calling it this. And everybody's telling me it's this. A few. And I always ask, what's the difference on this than a silver splash? What are the difference? Like, how can I identify them apart? You know? And they always tell me like, well, it has a little bit of this. And I'm like, okay, so variegation isn't consistent. It always changes, but it still stays true, you know, to like the plant. There's no difference. There's no like, silver splash also has that green line in the middle. I was looking at mine. Y'all gotta let me know. I gotta go back to mine, but it's pretty. But from a distance, it looks like a silver splash. And it's a really, really pretty plant. But like, I need to know the difference, girl. I need to know the difference. So I can identify them correctly if it is a different plant. These are lemon tops. They're a hit or miss. This is how they're supposed to look. Ooh, the camera's not liking it doesn't want to pick it up, but it's really pretty. But it doesn't give us the wow factor, like it's not consistent. I think so. I'm just giving my 2 pennies, y'all. And then here is the alba papariums. This one, they're usually pretty white variegated. I hardly ever see them like this, like cream yellow. It's really pretty, like y'all see that, right? See? It's a really, really pretty plant. And these are, I think, 25. Yeah, they're $25. Not bad, but I think they're really, really, really pretty. And then, oh look at this one. This is a really pretty Banda orchid. It's purple. The other one over there was literally pink, but this one's actually purple. Look at that. And it has an insane root, arrow roots. I always want to say root system, but it's an arrow root. Well, it is a root system, right? It's a root system, but okay. Here's a, it just says Tradescantii, but I'm pretty sure it's a baby bunny bellies Tradescantii. Such a pretty one. The bottom usually has a purple tone. Ooh, has like a purple hue. $17. I'm looking for the one that's variegated, y'all. I've been looking, and then I did saw them on Etsy, but oh my gosh, they're like so overpriced. So here's a bunch of golden pothos, and these look really, really good. I think we're gonna go outside. I think I can go outside. I want to see the Christmas stuff, you guys. I don't know why, but whenever I go plant shopping in Christmas time, I love to be outside in the cold weather and looking like at the green plants. I don't know what it is, but it could just be from memories, nostalgia. $39. Such pretty little flowers. Yellow, purple, pink. And this is like a flushed out kind of pink as well. And then like a purple one. These are really nice baskets. Look at this little baby anthurium. 14. Ooh, I love how they give the names. Okay, that's pretty cool. And I think that's basically the entire selection. They have Christmas trees. I guess we can look at a little bit of Christmas trees. This is pretty. But I already did a Christmas shopping video at Lowe's. And it's pretty consistent. Like it's all the same stuff.
Girl,
I'm
afraid I made a terrible mess.
Almost give me a heart attack, girl. This is pretty. $400. Oh, that's so bright. Okay, let's go. Let me see if there's something outside. If not, that'll basically be it for this section of the video. Look at this little town. It is so cute. Oh my god, look at the Santa, the little reindeers, and then what is this? Candy shop. Oh, super duper cute. Oh, this one's off. But the gift shop, 55, and this is 90, but it has little people going down. Get cute. I'm pretty sure there was a greenhouse one that I saw last year, but I don't see it. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not, I don't know. We do want a train though. I want to put a train at the bottom of the Christmas tree. I think that'll be really, really fun, but we don't know where. Oh look, they have tracks. I'm gonna actually share this to my hubby because we want to put a train. I think that'll be super duper cute. Okay. Okay, now we're outside. They got these self-watering planters. These are 20 neon pothos, but they're a little bit variegated. And then they got some lemon limes, which are really, really pretty. Brazils. This is pretty cool. It has like a little water reservoir and like a cotton thingy to absorb the water when it's thirsty. Look at this Zanzi, my apologies. $15. That's not a bad price. Okay. Oh my goodness, the little pine trees. Oh, they're just so cute. They have little ornaments. $7, girl, that is so cheap. Oh, that's so adorable. They have a gold, a white or silver, and a red one. Oh no, these are mixed. Huh. I like the red one. Just pure on red. It's so pretty. Look at these little things. The little, I don't know what these are, but this is 25. This little reindeer. Super cutesy. These are $10. Damn, these are pretty affordable. You would think they would be a little bit more expensive. The big old bales, girl. They got some big bales. Okay. They got some spider plants. I'm gonna buy one of these in the springtime though, not right now. And I wanna have it outside because these are just so tropical looking and pretty, and they do flower, which is pretty fun. Look at all of that greenery. I know I'm gonna sound so dumb right now, but I really want it to be Christmas. I mean, springtime. I'm sorry. Oh, they got a clearance section. What the hell? I almost missed it. Ooh. Wasn't gonna buy anything. $12.50, you guys. I mean, this just needs a good chop and then it will grow back, you know, and the plant is really good. This was a good one. This was a good one. And it's one of the new, ooh, it's terracotta. Okay, is it a cash pot? It is a cash pot. They got some orchids, and then they got some bromeliads. Here's a chart, by the way, if you're wondering how the system works. They have a lot of peace lilies, and also these were like what, like 20? These are $10. Look at that. It's just a box that's messed up, but it has a bird nest fern and nothing's broken for $10. And then this is going to be $12.50 because these are $25. So that's a golden crocodile. And the acorns are out of season. And they were $9, so these are $4, you guys. $4. Come on, like that's not a bad deal. Am I gonna take it? No, because I know better. But if you are looking for some stuff, there you go. These are really cute too. I mean, if I didn't have a Zanzi, I would buy this because I love a good Zanzi. God damn, what's that? ¿Qué está pasando? Oh my gosh. $14.98. These are $7. Kind of cute. And it does have like a little technique. I don't know how this works, but it does have like a little maña. And then they have some fern wood areas. And then this little braided one, which, look at that, it's on this plastic planter. Good, that's good. $14.98 before the sale or clearance. Alrighty, so as you saw, girly, They have some pretty good stuff. So I didn't adopt anything. It was just a little window shopping, and I felt really, really good. My soul is recharged, and I'm gonna go and make myself a tea and do some planty chores off camera. But after this, I'm gonna go ahead and do some propagations with you on some plants that I have that are having some issues, and we're basically going to be pressing the restart button to bring it back because it needs some TLC. And you know that I love propagating plants, and also I did end up finding something else to propagate, so let's just get straight into that. Alrighty, so I ended up moving this anthurium. I am so obsessed with this long leaves. I think it's like such a beautiful vibe. I did also ended up moving my variegated Burley Marks flame. No, why did I get confused? Gosh, they sound really the same. Variegated Burley Marks. Yeah. Beautiful. It also has some pieces that reverted. It's literally such an unstable plant, but yeah, it's nice. I do love it. It's just kind of annoying. It needs a lot of light, and preferably it does enjoy a lot of heat to push the propagation. You see a lot of this crispy stuff, which I will trim off. It was getting too much light in the balcony, but it did help push some better propagation. But yes, this anthurium is gorgeous, and here is the name: Anthurium Orbifolia. And there you go. I got it from Etsy last year, and it started to explode, and I am waiting for more. I also noticed that my syngonium that ended up reverting pushed out this leaf, and then there was a previous leaf that was also variegated, and now I see a new leaf coming in, and I don't know if I'm tripping out, but it does look variegated. So y'all let me know what y'all think. I think it's variegated. Really, really excited to see. And then this anthurium made this beautiful, massive new leaf. Very gorgeous. And it also is blooming. I might chop off the flowers. I know they can reproduce. I just don't know even if it did happen. And then it is also dealing with mealybugs. I think too much is going on, but we are going to be propagating some plants. Oh, this one's starting to unfurl. My floaty that ghost. We're gonna go ahead and start. Does it have water? No. Okay, I always gotta check because sometimes these saucers have water. This was a syngonium, and it's not my Wendyland. The Wendyland's like a velvet syngonium, and it has like a silver lining in the middle. This one is just plain on green. I don't know what people call it. I got it from a nursery, but as you can see, it went completely downhill. It was a lot from underwatering, and then pests came in. What we're gonna go ahead and do is chop it up by nodes and then propagate them. So, and then I really love this little section. I think I might put a desk right there. Low-key, I want to put my own desk right there. I think I might, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. So it'll be a more fun, better lighting, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and see what we're gonna do. Okie dokie, so I hope you guys can hear me. Let me look at the microphone. Yeah, it's green. I think it's working. If it is, I'm super sorry. Okay, I think that's better. So, I got what I needed. Whoa, my chair. And I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Sorry, y'all. We're doing this together. My anthurium vigia is getting bigger. I have to show you how it looks. Okay, so I have a container. Also, this is from like the terracotta. I think it's from the terracotta. They're like really in there. I cannot remove it no matter what I do. I try really hard to remove those stains, but it is what it is. And that light is from the disco. Sorry. So I have this container. We're gonna reuse it. We went to HB, which is a grocery store, and we got some snackies, and they sell like prepackaged food. and these plastic containers, right? It was really good. He got like crackers and cheese and stuff like that, right? And I got a spring roll. But that's besides the point. So I love to reuse these containers. I really, really do. I have some other containers, even from a Chick-fil-A salad container, and I will show you guys updates on those propagations. They're doing awesome. And I'm looking at this plant right now. This would be a fun plant to propagate my variegated string of turtles. Isn't that so beautiful? And then this string of turtles. I really wish I can. I'll find over time some really good sections where I can film and show you guys everything, like in the background, and I just made a little bit of a mess. It's fine. We're gonna get messy anyways. So, and then I got my container with sphagnum moss. It's with warm water. It just helps. And then I got my scissors. I got my little container to put the nodes, because we're going to be doing propagations by Westix. Basically, it's just a node without no leaves, right? And I wanted to find something to put the little nodes, and I couldn't find anything, so we're going to use this cute little espresso shot muggy thingy. And then here is the plant. And I'm looking at it right now. You can kind of see a while back when I was propagating my string of turtles, I just shoved this little string in there, and as you can see, it's been green for a very long time, and it just rooted in there. So that's kind of funny. So this poor little guy has gone through some things, as you can see. It's really sad, but we're gonna bring it back, and the way that we're gonna do that is we're gonna go ahead and start over. So I really don't want to lose this species. It's a really, really pretty syngonium. And we're gonna chop it by nose, which I'll show you how I do that. But in the meantime, it's gonna go right there. Is the lighting crap? I feel like the lighting's crap. Also, I've been wanting, little controversial thing about me. Not controversial, but like, I don't know, hear me out. I don't really clean my scissors. I've never ever in my life had an issue, maybe in the future I might, but I've never really had an issue of my cuttings rotting from like using scissors like this without disinfecting, because people disinfect them and it's pretty simple. I can do it right now with the claw swapper, but I never really found to do that. And to be really honest, I don't like having fragile plants. It's not even just about that. I know it does just helps in general to like making sure your propagations succeed, you know, but I don't even bother with that. So I do it, all my plants that I propagated, hardly ever clean my scissors. I only did it one time, and that's because I was doing the video and I didn't want people to think that like I don't do that, but honestly, it is what it is. And I just want to say that because, girl, like no. That being said, I know propagating plants is out of season, and I am aware, and sorry, I'm like mixing the sphagnum moss. Let me show you. I think I can stand up. Yeah, this is a lot better. Yeah. I know propagating plants is out of season. A lot of people are downsizing for multiple reasons. And I feel like I should, I don't know, I feel like me buying plants, because I just bought 2 plants, and I haven't bought plants for a hot minute, but I just bought a silver sword Philodendron, which I can show you, and a white butterfly syngonium a couple of days back. It was really cheap and it was really pretty. And actually, I was going to give it to my mom, but she forgot to take it, so I still have it in my possession. But if she wants it, it's right there for her, because I did end up, you know, offering it to her, and she was down. I feel like I probably shouldn't be recording this or sharing this or even doing anything about this, but to be really, really blunt, like I'm just doing what I want to do. I'm not gonna hop into a trend or like jump into a bandwagon. And I know it's not just that. I know a lot of people are just getting busy, or mental health, or just a lot of things, because I know the economy right now is like really crap, right? And a lot of bad stuff is happening. Also, you can see it's like in 4 sections. I can just divide it. Like, I don't know. I saw that and I was like, it would be better if it's widely open, like just without the dividers, but it's not going to cause an issue. We can still propagate. We can probably place like 2 nodes per box, right? Yeah, and I don't know how to say it, but like I'm still gonna do plant shopping. I know a lot of people don't want to see that right now. Very few do, but and I really want to be doing plant chores more often, but it's a process to film. But like these kind of like chill plant chore videos are really, really fun, and I like to do these. It feels like we're like just chatting with the planty friends. I really, really do enjoy that. But like making those really beautiful aesthetic plant chore videos that I love to watch, girl, those are a lot of effort. So like I'm not saying I'm gonna do them, but I'm just saying like if I'm gonna do it, I have to do it right, and I have to do that. But I guess just a little bit of everything. I don't know what I'm saying. It's just I don't know. I feel like I really shouldn't be propagating plants, especially now that there's a lot of people saying like it's okay not to propagate plants. You can just throw the cuttings away, and that is so true. Like if you don't have the time, the space, or just the energy to like take care of more plants, or just because when you propagate plants, it's like a process, and sometimes you gotta baby them, and depending how you propagate them, right? Because the way I do it, I just put them in containers like this in sphagnum moss. I put the cuttings in there. I put the container, it's a little greenhouse, and it just starts to, why does that want to focus? It is what it is. I just set it and forget it. The main thing, I gotta make sure that it has a source of light. That's really important. I wouldn't put these cuttings in the closet. It needs a grow light or bright and direct light. So like natural light, not the UV rays hitting them, the sun rays, but the light that bounces off of that, right? They need light. And warmth helps a lot too. I think this is pretty good. Yeah, that's enough space. But I enjoy propagating, and it just keeps me busy, honestly. I love it and I enjoy it, but everybody's in their own different journey. Everybody's in their own different path, and that's the beauty about this. Everything is very unique and shaped, there's a word for it, per person individually. But then there's also people that just follow trends and like hop into what everybody else is doing. But again, to each their own. But I'm gonna continue doing what I love. And over time, my point, like I always say this, it's really, really good. And I know it's the season right now. It's always really good to downsize your collection like once a year. Like when I say downsize, I mean like it could be one plant, girl, or it can be like your entire collection, like just basically removing plants that you're not in love with anymore. So when you see these little roots, that's a node. That's where the roots will develop. And on the opposite side, usually the leaves come out. Or sometimes in the corner, it just depends. But that's just all I do. I just chop them by nodes, right? Again, nodes have arrow roots. This is a node. If the camera can focus, because I have a shitty camera. This is a node. This is nothing. That's a cut. It's literally a cut. You guys can see. Sorry. Yeah. So, yes. I don't know. It's not that it's controversial, but like, I was getting some comments on Facebook and TikTok and some other places. People telling me like, why are you buying plants? Like, don't you have enough? Or like, just like stuff. And I'm like, girl, like, let me do what I love to do. I'm just enjoying what I'm doing. And I really love propagating plants. It's just really, really fun. There's times when I just don't enjoy it at all, but that's very rare. And right now I'm like enjoying it. And whenever I do have to downsize or I'm propagating plants and I just want to propagate, but I don't want to take care of the plants, I have two amazing people that are always, always, always down to adopt them. My grandma and my mom. So yeah, it's all good vibes. It's all good, I don't know what to say. Maybe I should just not really look at the comments or care too much. I do focus on the good stuff too. But gosh, I'm just like, girl, why are people saying things that they don't know? But yet again, that's what people, that's social media. Sorry, y'all. I went on a tangent, but my point is, I really enjoy plant shopping and propagating and plant chores, and I really, really, really do love a jungle vibe. I love it, but I also know it takes a lot of energy. There was no point on doing this because I'm gonna like literally place them back over here already. I really, really do enjoy a jungle vibe. It is a lot of maintenance, but I'm always at home and it keeps me busy. It keeps me sane. And I've been enjoying just waking up in the morning, making my coffee and watering some plants and looking at the new leaves. And there's some plants that I'm just eagerly waiting for a new leaf. And those are the ones that for some reason grow the slowest. Maybe because those are the ones that I'm always staring. But yeah, and look at that. I have more space. I think in these, we can probably put the variegated string of hearts. Because I only have one, you guys. Can you believe it? Actually, I have two. But the one that I do have, it's reverting. Which I didn't even think that can happen, but it happens. Let me cut this over here. That's it. Literally, that's it. And the way that I propagate my string of hearts, I do the butterfly method, which is basically, people usually, and everybody does it how they want to do it, right? I'm just telling you how I do it because people usually ask me. People would just put it in water and then let it root. But I personally like to get more to make a nice fuller plant. I chop it in the middle like that. And then over here. And then this is why they call it the butterfly method, because it looks like two wings, right? And that little stick, you can just shove it in there. That's what I do. I never had any issues with that. Just like that. Usually you want to make sure the top leaves are facing up, right? The correct way. It just helps the plant a lot more. And the roots will always develop in the back of that set. I guess this is all coming from because I'm saying that the jungle vibes are not a thing anymore, which is cool. I mean, it's still a thing, but it's not like, I guess, widely acceptable. It's almost looked in a negative way. I guess that's what I've been trying to say. And I'm just like, why? Like, if somebody has the time and their energy and passion to do that, why are we looking down on that? Or like, saying negative things about it? If we don't, like, we learned this in first grade. If we got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. But I know people that are miserable are gonna try to bring others down or say things, or to get a reaction because it makes them feel something inside because they're dead inside, which honestly, same girl. I'm dead inside too, but not to the point that I'm going to go ahead and bash with people. Because that takes a lot of energy, But it's almost like I'm a little bit scared to show my jungle now. I'm not saying that I won't, I will. I love making planty videos, but I'm just like, oh my goodness, like, people are going to think that I'm unstable or like, because right now it's just trends change. Y'all let me know what y'all think, because I'm saying a lot of nothing. I know I could have just said that the jungle vibes is looked in a negative way now. I could have just said that from the get-go, and that would have just been my entire statement, but I went going on and about with other dumb things. Sometimes I don't really get in there, because sometimes it's like that, right? The stick is like, and the leaves are like that. So you can't just shove it in there. Maybe I can, but it just, let's see what happens. The goal is you want the back, oh my gosh, the camera is bad. The back of the side of the leaves like that, the node, right? Over here in the very back. You want that part to be on contact on your propagation medium. So in this case, it's going to be sphagnum moss. And it needs to be in contact because it helps the cutting know, hey, you can root in this. This is okay. I'm really hoping it's good enough. I'm like really pushing it in there. It goes up, but I think I pushed it in good. We're gonna do the other little section. This is so cute. And I really love to reuse containers, and I've heard a lot of you guys saying that too. It's pretty fun. See, this one's already doing it, but it's because it was a new set of leaves. But that's what's gonna happen. They show up like that, and it looks like nothing. But that's exactly how I did my string of turtles. Not in the butterfly method, but leaf by leaf. And this is how it looks now. Those top leaves were literally just the shells. And they became into this cute little baby. And now it's blooming, as you can see. It is a process, but it's such an enjoyable process. I just love seeing the growth on small little plants because there's just so much potential. But yeah, that's my little rant on that. But everybody's on their own journey, and I really, really do love that downsizing is not looked negative anymore, because it's not. It's a really healthy thing to do when that's what you need, right? When you're getting overwhelmed, or there's just too much going on, or instead of being a positive thing, it's becoming into a negative thing. That's when it's really like 1000% go for it. But seeing somebody that has like a crazy jungle or like a massive collection, and then being like, okay, that doesn't look right, right? It's like, maybe they just have the time. You know, we don't know people's just life situation. Maybe they just have the energy, the space, the light, right? To be able to have that. And it's a luxury. It really is. Just even having one plant is a luxury. Like, I think so. Because it takes a lot to keep it happy. And sometimes it does require a lot, like premium soil, or because you're not going to get, I mean, some people do it and it works sometimes, getting soil from the ground, but not everybody has good soil outside. So sometimes you got to go to the store and make your own soil, or already buy it already made. And then you need to consider light and then fertilizer. So it can become into a crazy hobby, but everybody has different stages, circumstance, incomes, space, and issues. So let's not judge others. I think so. I thought the plant community was really, really good at that. Not judging others. I think that's good. I really tried to make sure that those nodes are in contact. But yeah. And then we're gonna close it. One thing for sure too, I've noticed that a lot of my plant shopping videos, there's people that just post the plant shopping videos, which totally fine. I love you guys can come and join me. I really, really do appreciate it. Oh, wrong side. I'm an idiot. I think so. I think it's this side. Yeah. So you see how it's such like an airtight container? Maybe David's breaking it. Hold on. How do you? Because that closes right there. Maybe it is reverse. I just need this to be airtight. Hold on. My brain's not braining. Give me a minute, you guys. No, this goes like this. This goes like this. Yeah, they go like that. There you go. There you go. It's airtight now. It's like really sealed. You really want these to be really airtight because it helps the humidity to stay in. The humidity is so important because they don't have roots, right, to absorb moisture so they can do what they gotta do. So they have to have an environment with high humidity so they can develop new roots and develop new leaves and grow and become a plant. Because right now it's a cutting. Super cute. Let me show you guys the cuttings that I have. I haven't opened them. It's been, I think, 2 weeks. So let's look at some updates. And honestly, one of them is wet sticks. So that's gonna take like maybe like 3 months, but we're still gonna see how it looks. Here's this one. And then here's the other one. But what I was gonna say is that there's new people coming into the hobby, and like I've been doing this for like 5 years, which is literally nothing. There's people that have been doing it for like 20 years. But like there's new people that are joining, right? And like they just want to know what's out there and what's the easiest plants and the most prettiest plants, or like, and it's totally fun to know what is the most trendiest plant to have. You know, it's like, it's pretty fun to have a pretty eye-catching plants, right? So I try to consider that into mind now whenever I do videos, that there's new people joining in. And it's just really, really cool to think of that. But let me open this one up. So this has michens and scindapsus. Pretty fun. You can kind of see the michens already developing that fuzzy, thick white root, which is a good sign. It's a very good sign. I will pull one out just to show in the video, but I will put a michens out and then I'll put a scindapsus out. So this was 2 weeks. Some people don't like to propagate in sphagnum moss because but as long as the sphagnum moss is really saturated and you don't leave it in there to like develop an insane amount of root system, like taking over the entire container, it really isn't difficult. And that amount of sphagnum moss, it needs like 2 more weeks, I think so. Michens propagate pretty easily. Pretty, look at that. That's not gonna cause an issue. Putting that in the soil. I've never had any issues, but I wanna show you guys in the light. You'll see how it glows. Michens are so pretty. But yeah, that's the root system. Isn't that really cool? This is becoming its own little plant. Now I gotta shove it in there because I want it to develop more. And I'm not really gonna do too much in there, like tucking it in. Oh, here's another one that lifted. This was just a leaf and a node. And now you can see those roots coming in. This is really good progress considering I did not use a heat mat. And I said it's pretty cold in here. And I said I was gonna use a heat mat because it helps a lot. Like these roots will be ×2. I'm being so honest, like cuttings root a lot faster and warm, soil not hot, right? Warm, because it's like spring for them. Just gotta make sure I cover them up. It's like a blanket. You just gotta make sure those little baby roots are nice and protected and buried. You don't gotta shove it in too much because you can't break a delicate root. Now let's pull one of these out. Oh, hello. These are really fun. I love this michens. Scindapsus, my apologies. And I'm really excited. I don't know what to pull out. Maybe you can pull out maybe this one. I don't think, is that? No, that's not a root. Okay, so see, this is where it will develop, right there. But nothing's happening. So we're gonna put this one back. We can check another one out. This sphagnum moss is really cold. Some cuttings are easier to propagate than others. I guess this one. Yeah, there's nothing going on with the scindapsus. I think I have to use a heat mat. And I keep forgetting. We go to the apartments and I always forget to bring it. It's like in the closet, I think so. There you go. Because I think these need warmth to propagate. If not, they're gonna take forever. And if they're just in there and they're not doing anything, then they're possibly gonna rot for sure. But the michens look really happy. And I haven't misted these. I haven't sprinkled cinnamon, but if you're scared of it developing mold or like stuff like that, right? Just sprinkle some cinnamon. It'll smell amazing and it helps control fungal issues from what I've heard. There you go. Propagation containers are fun. It's like a fun little surprise to get in there and see how everything is doing. Now let's look at this one. This has wet sticks and I think of my michens, yes. And then it also has another variety of a scindapsus. Let's look. It's pretty crazy. You can see those white fuzzy roots. And then here are those scindapsus. So I want to see if anything happened with these. This is nothing. This one is so white. This cutting is like gross. I think it's gonna like, it needs green, girl. Like, come on. The leaf broke off. It wasn't even rotting. I was just too aggressive. God damn it. It's okay. Just shove the node in there. Let's look at this one. Oh, nothing. So, okay. So I'm learning now that micans are really easy to propagate in sphagnum moss, even when the sphagnum moss is cold, but it has a grow light, which is a fun experiment. But Scindapsus really need warmth from what it seems to develop some roots. Okay. So I guess I will have to go to the apartment and get those heat mats. And I'm probably gonna put it on a timer. I don't want them to be on all the time, even though the ones that I have, and a lot of the ones from even on Amazon, they're smart. Like they only turn on when the mat cools down and they turn off when the mat's warm enough or when you set it at a temperature, right? So they're pretty smart. A lot of them are really smart and safe. My apologies. But that's my propagation containers. This is really fun. It's like a fun activity and updates to look at, and also to experiment and see what roots better and what doesn't, and what requires what. So yeah, this is the propagation part of the video. Alrighty, I hope you guys enjoyed this new plenty vlog. I really love making this kind of videos. They're so random, but there's always snippets of fun things from either plant shopping or propagating or doing plant chores. So thank you so much for watching. Sending positive vibes to each and every single one of you guys. Let me know which plant you guys will go ahead and adopt if you found anything. And by the way, those moonshine santiverias were a really, really good deal. As well, that silver bamaranta. Right now the store is closed, but I'm posting this video tonight as of today, as of the posting of my video, this as of today. So if you're seeing this tonight and you're in San Antonio, Texas, and you've been wanting a silver band maranta, it's over there, girl. Go adopt it, because it is so flawless. I'm so confused why it was marked down. I don't do any of that, by the way. I don't. I wouldn't even bother doing that. I have a fear of doing anything bad or like anything, like literally anything, like putting the camera by accident on someone's face and then getting a complaint, because I go to these stores all the time and the last thing that I want is them banning me from going big box or plant shopping. So I try to be as respectful as I can, considering that they see my face a lot, not because they want to, but because I'm always there looking for the next best plants and good deals, or just going as an escape. I love my little mini jungle. I'm really, really happy with my collection, but it's always nice to go ahead and get out of the house, get some fresh air. Not that there's no fresh air here, but you know what I mean. And just look at some plants, and it's really, really therapeutic, and it's always such a fun time taking you with me. So again, thank you so much for letting me be a part of your day. Sending you lots of positive vibes. The holidays are here. Really, really excited to do some fun things with y'all, if anything. And yeah,